The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit. If I took a loss, see how that replay me again, then I'm stat padding. Looking at the numbers, see who's hearing it. Watching all the hype go disappear again. Giving you the picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but game when I've been dreaming this. Why you see a mirror, cause I'm closer than I appearing it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the topic, if you knew half of my logic, you wouldn't have no more problems, but now you know what interference is. Whoa, wait up, scores down, stay up. Tom Brady with the comeback, and know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect. Don't reject that game nuts, better hang up the white flag. You fight back to your nameless, so tell me what the time say. Game time, why they didn't think it ever outscore me.
Gets it through, here comes the shot, and that's it!
For the entree, fast break, one man to beat, got it all day.
Still without risk control.
Doing this for all my life.
Looking for the
You don't want to waste my time.
And this one hammered.
If you want to test my grind,
Going,
better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They can never get in my mind.
It's gonna get by.
Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. It's looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Come on, third.
Check out the roof, no. If I do fail, I don't have none to lose, so I'ma go until I crush to a new blow. Still leaving, then I'll bounce back like I do. See how I facilitated, you get humiliated. I'm making something from nothing cause I'm too innovative. I'm making records so I feel better for when I break it. It's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kinda like that, I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, then I'ma spike that. That means I put it down, watch me throw it while you're down. Kinda like a quarterback, I take your crap and throw it out. We can go back and forth like Serena, just know I'm the home team. I back out arenas and arenas. Cover the side of where we from, so after I'm finished, it's all gonna be love. Still in my bag and they still wanna be us, but I don't think no one will actually become as great as my team is, cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus. Doing this for all my life. You don't wanna waste my time. If you wanna test my grind, better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They can never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Well, good afternoon or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd, and he is Jack Hasbrook, as my camera guy is along with me for tonight. And what do we have on the venue tonight, Jack? We have girls varsity wrestling here. Oh, yeah. As you see them circle up in the middle of the Munns Merch Center of the mat. And we have the General Mclane Lancers in town to take on your hometown Beavers. And let's get right into our Box It Lock It pregame show, talk about a few things and get things going and ramped up for the action here tonight. Let's start off with our Snap Fitness Steps to Success, brought to us by Snap Fitness. First and foremost, it's go time. I'm stealing the ones from the boys from the assembly match. It's go time. Time to strap on that headgear, lace up those laces nice and tight, make sure they're taped and secured. As we've seen, that was a reoccurring issue in the middle school match that followed the varsity match. But it's go time. Let's get after it.
Yeah, home opener, second duel of the year. First one went very well for them. Now hopefully you can take that success and bring it to the home Corry crowd.
Second step, wrestle Beaver style.
Yeah.
We've talked about that a lot. Is be smart, know where you're at on the mat, know where you're at on the score sheet, and know where you're at with the clock on the wall. So wrestle Beaver style.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to, see them go out there, be aggressive, make the first move, not give their opponent anything. Just wrestle like you'd expect a Corry wrestler to wrestle.
And our final step to success is finish your shots. All too often we see it that somebody takes a half-hearted shot or doesn't finish the shot, and it doesn't result in a good result. I like to see, not that the girls had an issue in Hickory, but I like to see them keep their foot on the gas here tonight and finish strong.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it earlier, but it's just like how in basketball, if you don't finish your shots or don't follow through on your shots, or if you're a quarterback and you don't follow through on your throw, bad things tend to happen afterwards. So
absolutely. So that will do it for the Snap Fitness of Corry, 3 steps to success. And do you want to take a stab at who I picked for the Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Wrestler of the Night?
Yeah.
Glad you asked, Jack. We're going with Farah Forspring.
That's actually who I was going to go with.
Was it really?
Yeah, I figured you probably did Finley the first week, so I was going through the next. I don't know.
I did McKenna Williams.
Oh, did you?
I did McKenna Williams the first week. So
that assumption would have been wrong.
Going
then.
with the lone senior on the squad this year, Farah Forspring. Look for her. Hopefully she has a mat tonight, as GM only has 9 girls on their roster that attempted to weigh in. So I don't know if the one girl that was trying to make weight made weight or not, but hopefully she did, and we'll have the action here as we look for Farah to have a good outing here tonight, as she did get the victory against Hickory, and look for her to continue with another strong showing here and some good senior leadership as we get ready for the J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups. As you look to our right, Jack, that's nice to see. In just the second year in existence, the Corry girls have almost a complete lineup out on the mat. And there's one little hole at the 118 weight class, but nice to see them strong in numbers, and just one senior this year. So a lot of these girls will be back again next year.
Yeah. Goodness, for a program only in its second year, it's pretty incredible how full they are, and the fact that none of them are seniors or anything, or only one of them's a senior too. Just crazy growth right off the bat, and you see why they approved varsity girls wrestling. Yeah,
and something else we can revert back to from this afternoon, Jack. Over 30 kids in the middle school program this year for the Corry High School. Just phenomenal numbers
crazy.
Coming up. So we graduate one senior. We might get 2 or 3, maybe 4 more girls next year, and it's really going to amp up this girls program as they'll be fighting for starting spots on the lineup. Yeah. And it's going to be nice to see as it continues to grow and get bigger and bigger. And speaking of getting bigger and bigger, Beaver Nation continuing to file in here tonight in the West Gym, as they have the traditional spotlight above the Munns Merch Center ring, as we are getting so much closer to the Fox Family Insurance opening match of the night. So we're just waiting on the PA announcer to
kick us off
here and get going. I don't know if he's waiting on GM to take the mat and line up, or what the issue is here, but we're ready to go.
Maybe he doesn't have a GM roster either.
Maybe not. Maybe not. We were not given one, and we'd like to give people credit where credit is due, but when you ask for a roster and you don't get anything, it's difficult to announce, especially in wrestling, because there's no numbers on the jerseys, there's no letters on the jerseys, there's no names on the singlets. That it just, if you're not involved with the program and know the girls by looking at them with their headgear on and their shoes on and laced up, you're out of luck.
Yeah, you got to go by face and face alone, And when you're all the way up here from the mat, or in the case Union City, even further away, it's even tougher.
Well, we did catch quite a few in the Union City match because the PA announcer there got a lot of the Corry guys wrong.
Yeah.
But we did we did get a lot of them corrected, although I did get one bumbled up at the beginning. Van Tassel was the opening wrestler for the Beavers, and I apologize for that. He was the opening wrestler, and he got his first varsity win.
Nice.
So congratulations to Van Tassel, as we're going to go silent, and they're going to play the Gladiator Law National Anthem. And there we have it. Anthem taken care of, and I did notice to our left here, Jack, some of the varsity team for the boys here in attendance, watching the girls take on the General Mclane Lancers. Also, Coach Proper here as well.
Oh, yeah.
So good showing by the boys team supporting the girls program. And not just Coach Proper, but a couple of his other assistant coaches along here watching as well. So everybody checking it out. As we get through the PIAA announcements here, before we get to the J. Gale Heating and Plumbing starting lineups. A good victory against Hickory for the girls in their opening duel of the year on the road in Hickory, and look for them to build on that here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Jack, the lineup doesn't look good as Jenna Mclane is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forfeits, and the Beavers potentially have 2. As the captains will come to the center of the ring and go over the initial coin flip for who presents first and foremost. And it does look like we're going to start out at weight class 100, brought to us by Lifted Health.
Now, the announcer said Corry had a forfeit at 100, but I thought last week Corry had a wrestler for 100.
They did. We had Mariana Zins.
Yeah.
And maybe she put on a little weight from the last duel and can't make weight at 100. So who knows? And it doesn't look like we're going to get anybody back there as they get ready to get going here with the Fox Family Insurance opening match of the night. Starting at weight class 100, brought to us by Lifted Health. Corey's going to have a forfeit. And coming out will be Ella Spark for the Lancers. And that will get the Lancers on the board. 6-0. On to weight class 106. Brought to us by Harvest Community Church.
Is this another forfeit?
No, this is going to be a forfeit for Jenna Mclane. And this is, I believe, Finley Forspring coming out here for the Beavers. So we're tied up 6 apiece. And we move on to weight class 112. Be another forfeit for Jenna Mclane.
Flying through.
And I believe this will be Lillian Brooks coming out. You still got to check in at the scorers table. So 3 matches in, we have yet to wrestle one.
And the Beavers are up 12-6.
Up 12-6. Tight match as we get up to weight class 118.
Oh, do we?
And I believe this is Lillian Joyce for the Lancers, and I don't believe the Beavers have anybody at 118. Or here we go. We do have somebody.
Someone's running out.
That's Lakin Bale.
All right, here we go.
So we are going to have a 118 match brought to us by Rossbecker Insurance. As we get things going here. Lakeland Bale getting the, just got to get that head popped out. She'll get the 3-point takedown. She'll wrestle on front as Joyce scrambles to get into referee's position.
Out of bounds they go.
Back to action here, center of the ring. Bale covering nicely. Keeping Joyce down on the mat with that tight gut, looking to get a wrist control to go with it. Comes underneath the arm. Joyce in a good position in the referee's position, but Bale working her over with that tight gut, flattening her out onto the mat. Minute to go here in the first period. Lakeland trying to roll that wrist under to get it into a hammerlock. Has an arm bar in on the far side, it looks like, with wrist control on the near side. Joyce back up to her base. Lakeland trying to come out front and walk the circle. Now she'll go with the armbar in on the other side. Maybe a little more comfortable with it as she has wrist control. And now trying to get around the corner there. Joyce just not flattening out, got back up to her referee's position, blocked nicely. 25 seconds to go here in the first. Now Lakeland goes to bundle the arm, looking for the far side cradle. And Joyce peels the arm off and passes it over. Bale counters and keeps after it with wrist control on the near side. 10 seconds to go here in the first. Bale out in front 3-0. Trying to capture that arm underneath. And gets her flipped over. Got a 1 count. But the first period comes to a close. And Bale will head to the second, leading 3-0. Bale has choice. She takes neutral to start the second. And that doesn't give the wrong score to the wrong try. My apologies. We got it corrected. I see the error of my ways as we're into action here. Second period. Bale looking to build on that 3-0 lead in on a nice double leg. Needs to finish the shot here. Pick up, step through the leg. She got in behind the corner. Got to stay with it. Down to the mat and steps in behind now, and she'll have a 6-0 lead.
Looking to get her flipped.
She gets a half in on the near side. In nice and deep. And close to the out of bounds. Minute 15 to go here in the second. As Bale will readjust her grip and try to work her back in bounds. Joyce got to work up from that base. Bale working on a 2-on-1 now. As they are close out of bounds, and they do slide out there. Joyce down on the bottom on the restart. Bale to cover on top. 58 seconds to go here in the second. Bale in front 6-0 as she covers on top. Works on that near arm. Gets her flattened out. Has that arm bar in. Wrist control out front. And just can't get her to flip over as Joyce gets up to a seated position and just won't give that out front corner to Bale. As she's working hard here in the second period. 30 seconds to go. As Bale continues to keep good pressure down on Joyce, keeping her flat on the mat. As she looks for the half now. Far side. Now she'll come with a half on the near side. 15 seconds to go, and they're going to have a stoppage, and a full Nelson is going to be called against Bale. And that will make the score 6-1. No change in possession. Position. Joyce down on the restart. Bale to cover on top. Joyce with a quick stand-up. Bale keeps her down onto the mat. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Bale with a half. Wrist control on the far side. She'll step through, but Joyce did a nice roll through there. A quick roll through. And she'll keep from giving over onto her back as we head to the third period with Bale out in front 6-1. Joyce has choice. She takes neutral to start the third. Bale with a takedown in the first, a takedown in the second. Lead 6-1 here. One technical violation against Bale gave the point to Joyce.
Yeah, Bale has certainly controlled this match, but Joyce has done real well defensively, staying off her back.
Bale tries to pull her in. Now she'll look to pick an ankle. Nothing there as they continue to work on their feet. Coming up on a minute and a half to go. Trying with a fireman's carry there. Bale just going to try and step around the corner. Has that reversed armbar in. Needs to get that leg freed up. Minute 20 to go here in the third. Lillian Joyce just hanging out on that leg. We have a stalemate call, and we are still neutral here in the third. Bale's ready on the start. So is Joyce as we're ready to get things going here. Third period again. Joyce shoots on a single leg. Bale blocks it nicely. Snaps her down onto the mat, looking to cover the hips. As she wants to get that leg freed up. Lillian just hanging out on that leg. And finally, nope. I thought maybe the ref was going to give it to her, but no. Now, I believe she's gotten the takedown here. Bale trying to work her over. 40 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, it looks like they gave it to her.
Yeah, she has a takedown. Referee holding 3 near fall points. 30 seconds to go. It's 3 near fall points will go up on the board. It's a 12-1 major decision on the wall here for Bale. 20 seconds to go. And she'll look to flip her again. Gets her over this time. And Bale fights it back. Keeping her back exposed. 5 seconds to go. Referee holding 4, and there's a Bracken Funeral Home pin with 4 seconds to go.
Buzzer beater, Dewey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gives Vale the victory
How do you like that?
with the Bracken Funeral Home pin. As we move on to weight class 124. I believe it's going to be a forfeit for Jenna Mclane, and it should be interesting to see who's supposed to come out. Lakeland did weigh in at 124 down in Hickory. And that must be McKenna Williams getting the forfeit at 124. 124 brought to us by Vern's Garage as we move up to weight class 130. And I believe this is Charlie Gantz coming out for the Beavers.
I believe you're right. Yes, it is. I just heard someone on the Beaver side say, "Come on, Charlie."
Charlie in on a leg as her opponent. I don't know who it is. Both wrestlers on a leg trying to finish the deal here, but Charlie's going to get in behind and get the 3-point takedown as Charlie will wrestle from in front.
Stoppage.
Charlie Gantz has a little issue with her headgear. She takes a gob of hair out of it, puts it back on, snaps it down, gets ready to get back in the action here. She'll cover her on top. Stays in nice and tight. Oh, kind of lost the corner a little bit. And Jenna Mclane will score a relevant church reversal to make it 3-2. Looking for the far side cradle. Gant's got to stretch it out here as they continue to work on that far side cradle. Gant's in danger here. Got to get wrist control and get back up to your feet. A minute to go here, first period. Now GM comes underneath the arms with a crossface series, trying to get her flattened out here. Gantz continues to look for wrist control underneath to block the cradle. Looks like GM might have it locked up there, Jack. Looking to roll her over and does. Holding 4 near fall points. And she has that right shoulder elevated just a little bit too much as Gantz continues to fight off her back.
Yeah, still a long time to fight off her back.
That right shoulder just off the mat way too much. You got to readjust your cradle hold here. 10 seconds to go, first period. Referee still holding 4 near falls. Gantz valiantly fighting to stay off of her back as the period comes to a close. She'll give up 4 near fall points as we head to period number 2. Jenna Mclane defers. Gantz asking for neutral to start the second. 6-3 is the score here. This might be Maddie Fuller don't know. Did not get a roster from GM. She's in on a single leg, trying to cut it into a double. Gantz trying to whiz her back, reach back, get a leg of her own. As GM will work across for a cross-face series, but Gantz comes right back and pushes into her. And she'll scoot in behind and get another 3-point takedown. And with that, we have a tie match. Gantz needs to keep her hips up and keep in behind. She has a tendency to get out front. GM trying to get up. Gantz trying to work with a Merkel here as we come up on a minute to go in the second. Trying to roll her over, gets her over. But you got to keep that arm, but she's gonna get 2 near fall points, but then gives up a relevant church reversal, and we're gonna stay tied at 8, Jack. Again, GM working with the far side cradle now. 40 seconds to go here in the second. Trying to get it locked up. Gantz is balled up in the referee's position. Coming up on 30 seconds to go. She gets it rolled over and gets her flat onto the mat. 25 seconds to go here in the second. Official digging to see if she has her flat on the bat. But she digs off the mat. And she's going to give up 4 near fall points. And Gantz gets the escape. It's 12-9. Gantz trying to get the 3-point takedown to tie this match up again, but the period comes to a close. And it's a 12-9 score as we head to period number 3.
Real back and forth match here, Dewey.
Yeah, the 130 Crossroads Fellowship match has been a dandy. GM takes down to start the third. Gantz the cover on top. Good movement on the bottom from GM as she gets up to her feet. Gantz puts her back down onto the mat. And another relevant church reversal for GM. Makes it 14-9. As Gantz is going to have to come up with something big here. GM has the arm bundled underneath out front, trying to get that far side cradle locked up one more time. And Gantz has not had an answer for it so far. Gets her flipped over, and this is a lot tighter this time, Jack.
Yeah.
And there it is, a Bracken Funeral Home pin. And that will get the Lancers on the board again via the Bracken Funeral Home pin. And that will tighten up the match, 24-12 in favor of the Beavers. As we move on to weight class 136. 136 brought to us by Ross Becker Insurance Group. And I believe this is Ava Williams for the Lancers. And for the Beavers, I believe this is Kota Kuzma. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
And it looks like Kuzma has got the 3-point takedown already here in the first.
Close to the out of bounds.
And she's just going to let her go. Back to action in the middle of the ring. Makes it a 3-1 score. Kuzma strong in her position. Shoots in on a single leg. Kind of got caught in the head and arm out front here. As Williams comes back with some offense of her own, but Kuzma just pushes into her and will try to power through and gets another 3-point takedown. Makes it 6-1, has a near side cradle locked up, and will stack her up. Referee counting out near fall points. Williams fighting valiantly to stay off of her back, rocking back and forth. 4 near fall points for Kuzma. Makes it 10-1. Major decision on the book so far. Williams is going to have to find a way to get it erased here. We're down to 20 seconds to go here in the second. Kuzma looking for that power half. Gets the half worked in on a near side. Lets it go as she'll regroup and settle back in here on top. 10 seconds to go now here in the first. Kuzma pushing the head into the knee. 4 seconds to go. Trying to get it locked up, but she's going to run out of time here as we head to the second period. Kuzma with an explosion of points in the first period leads 10-1, and she takes neutral to start the second. And again, Kuzma gets a takedown, puts her right onto her back. 4 near fall points here. Nope, it's a Bracken Punter home pin. And that will push the Beavers to 30 on the team score.
Nice response there for the Beavers.
As we move up to weight class 142, brought to us by the Corry Development Authority. And all I got was Hallie out of Jenna Mclane there.
Yep.
And I believe this is Farah Forsprings.
Our spotlight wrestler of the night.
Still neutral here as we roll up on a minute 40 to go, first period. Both girls working with a front collar tie, trying to work it into something. Forsprings cross-body shot, looking for a fireman's carry. Nothing there. She's trying to lock on that leg and finally does get 2 arms on it. Haley tries to block it, but Forspring back up to her feet, and she'll switch to a double. Haley pushes her down onto the mat. Forspring coming right back. Forspring flattened onto the mat here. A minute to go, first period. Forspring fighting back up to her feet, trying to limp arm out of that move. Doing a good job to get back to neutral. No change in position here as we still are neutral. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Haley moving around on the mat, trying to set up a shot. Forspring staying right with her. Staying square head to head. 25 seconds to go, first period. There's a cross-body shot for Forsprings. And Haley tried a underhook move there, but Forspring kind of rolled right through it. Kind of out front here with a head and arm. Can't get the throw. 10 seconds to go. Farah with that cross-body shot again. Tries to pull it in with that one arm. Looking for the fireman's carry, but just can't get the move to go. And the first period comes to a close. Scoreless. Haley defers to the third. Farah takes down to start the second. Get a clean start there as we had a caution on Haley. Trying to get that power half in there. Farr pulls it off, but I believe a full Nelson was in there. Yes, it's called. And that will give the first point to Farah. 1-0. Trying to break her down onto the mat. Farr back up to her base. Trying to work that half in to get her flipped over. Trying to peel off that half is Farah. And try not to go over, but she ever so slightly gets all the way over. Farah trying to turn the hips back over and get the other way. Haley has her down on the mat. Referee holding 4 near fall points. Forspring keeping those hips turned. And there's a Bracken Funeral Home pin for Haley as the Lancers get on the board again. Making it a 30-18 advantage. And I'm kind of lost as to what weight class we're at, Jack. I thought we was at 142, but I see up on the scoreboard they have 148. So we move up to 155, I believe. 155 brought to us by Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital. And this should be Olivia Crone.
And the Lancer's name is Caitlin. And we had a takedown there by Crone.
Go Crone out in front 3-0. As she looks to get her flipped over. Minute 20 to go here in the first. Still working, trying to get that half worked in to get her rolled over. And has a Bracken Funeral Home pin with 1:17 to go in the first. And the Beavers answer right back immediately. And that should put us up to weight class 170. And I know for the Beavers, that should be Riley Schaefer. And I have no idea. This might be Whisper.
I don't know. I didn't hear him say her name this time.
Didn't get anybody to announce it, so we're just going to put it up there. I could be wrong. 170 is our weight class. As we go out of bounds, it's 36-18. Beavers have the Lancers doubled up here. .170 brought to us by UTEG's Body Shop. Schaefer looking for something as she squared up with Whisper. Working on that 2-on-1 wrist control out front. Trying to set up a shot off of it. We're down to 1:15 to go, first period here. Scoreless match at 170. Both wrestlers continue to bang on each other's head.
Yeah, you were right.
I got it right.
Yeah.
A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Whisper getting a nice 3-point takedown there. Kind of just got her to go down onto the mat and skated around the corner. 50 seconds to go here in the first. Schaefer keeping that wrist control out front. Got to work back up to your feet. She gives up that wrist control, and Whisper goes for the near side cradle. Riley flattened out on the mat here. 40 seconds to go now. Trying to work with both wrists underneath there. Trying to pick a which way to go with a half. Comes on the near side, Whisper does. And trying to get trying to get Riley over. And we have an official timeout there. Riley's going to have to go down on the restart with 21 seconds left here in the first period as she waits on the starting block. Whisper covers. Breaks her down onto the mat. Puts a half in on the far side there. Six seconds to go here. Gets Riley over. Riley fighting to stay off of her back. Time comes to a close, but 4 near fall points will make it 7-0 after the first period. And Riley has choice. And Riley's going to take top to start the second. Whisper will settle in on the starting block. Schaefer covers on top. Trying to break her down. Bundles the arm out front. Whisper up to her feet. Riley will switch to a single leg here. Got to get her returned. Trying to work on that wrist control out front. Whisper's winning the battle there, but she gets back down onto the mat. Schaefer working hard on top here. Whisper with 2-on-1 on the wrist control out front. As Schaefer tries to get that far side cradle locked in. Minute 20 to go here in the second. Schaefer still working on that far side cradle. Whisper up to a referee's position, breaks that hold. And Riley's going to have to break her back down onto the mat. Minute 10 to go. Whisper up to all 4. Schaefer gets her back down into the referee's position. A minute to go now. Gets a half worked in. Whisper up to one knee. Pulls that half off. Schaefer getting out to the side a little bit. And she covers the hips again there. I'd like to see her turk that near leg to kind of keep her in front of her like that, instead of allowing her just to kind of slide around and turn into her like that. Now Whisper steps over the leg. Schaefer in danger of giving up the relevant church reversal here. And there it is. And a major decision on the board now for Whisper. As she'll stack her up here with 15 seconds to go. Schaefer valiantly fighting, but it's another Bracken Funeral Home pin for the Lancers. We move up the weight class 190. And I believe this is going to be Mackenzie Doubt for the Beavers. And it's going to be a forfeit, Jack.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on to the last weight class of the night here, Jack.
Indeed we are.
235. Brought to us by Carney and Ruth. Out for the Beavers comes Carlin Brown. And quickly the Lancer gets on top of the three-point takedown. And this is Maddie McQuillan for the Lancers. Maddie out in front 3-0. Gets wrist control on both sides. Trying to get that overhook in. But Brown doing a good job of keeping her hands out in front of her. Now Maddie's just going to cut her loose, it looks like. Makes it a 3-1 score. Trying to snap her back down to the mat. As Carlin fighting valiantly here. Down to 40 seconds to go here in the first. Maddie continuing to work that inside collar tie. Brown continues to circle back into the middle of the ring. 20 seconds to go here in the first. It's a 3-1 advantage for Maddie. Going to go with a head and arm. Try to do a throw. Gets her down onto the mat. It's another 3-point takedown. I thought maybe Brown was going to be able to toss her over her hip, but couldn't get it done. The period comes to a close as Maddie will score 4 more near fall points, and she'll lead 10-1 heading into the second period. Brown's going to defer to the third, it looks like, as she ignores the coach and takes top. Maddie down on the start here for period 2. Brown working with the underhooks in. Good pressure on forward here. Maddie tries to work back up to her base. Brown trying to work the power half in. Brown with good pressure here, keeping Maddie down on the mat. 1:35 to go. Maddie working with that power half, trying to get it in. Trying to get it in. But you can't give up that back pressure on Maddie as Maddie's trying to get back up to a referee's position. Carlin doing a good job of keeping her down on the mat. Maddie slowly ever going over. Carlin keeping going, going to keep pressure on her. Keep moving her over. 50 seconds, and that's a Bracken Funeral Home pin for Carlin Brown. As a Corry bench is ignited with that excitement.
So I guess she was right to ignore the coach.
I guess so. I got on top, rode it out hard. And that should do it here from the East Gym. As Brown comes up with an exciting victory at the end there, as the Beavers are going to take this one 48-24, able to double them up here, Jack. As a lot of forfeits there by General Mclane. I wasn't expecting that coming into tonight.
Yeah.
But let's get into our P2 Paving post-game report and get things wrapped up here. Let's go with our Healthy Smiles of Corry offensive move of the night.
You know, I think it might be what we just saw.
Yeah, Maddie,
Brown.
Carlin Brown ignoring the coach, and the offensive move of the night was to take top in the second period.
Yeah, and then ride it out until you got the pin. I mean, you know, I respect it. I do. Big fan.
The new Kitchen Village defensive play of the night. It'd have to be the way that Brown fought off her back in that first period, didn't give up the pin, but got herself into the second as she was trailing big going into that second period. And our University of Pitt Titusville game-changing play, it just has to be the sheer numbers that the Beavers had coming into tonight. Had a ton of girls on the roster, as it looks like they might be into exhibition bouts here. So we'll continue on here with the P2 Gaming post-game report. Crowdy Chevrolet player of the game or the match of the night. Could go one of two different ways. That was an exciting match for Brown, but I also like that pin back that Lakeland Bale got
that was
early on. That was kind of a fun one as well. So let's give it to Brown. That was a nice way to finish out the evening and an exciting way to go out. So Crowdy Chevrolet player of the game goes to Carlin Brown. And Deej Experience Sportsmanship Award, we're just not going to hand that out tonight, as we didn't really have any names to announce over there. But I thought Whisper did a nice job to get the victory for the Lancers. But we get into some exhibition matches here. I believe this is Doubt for the Beavers. I could be wrong on that. But she's going to get in there and get a 3-point takedown. The duel is over. This is just exhibition matches. I believe it's Stout trying to get the half out front. Continuing to work side to side here. And she's all over her Lancer opponent, but Lancer's going to get back up to her base here. 1:18 to go here in the first period as they continue to work here. Great defense by the Lancer, staying down on the mat, not giving anything up. Beaver doing just a nice job staying in behind and in a good riding position. Nearly flopped her over her. That's another reason why you turk the leg in behind. That won't happen to you if you have that leg turk back there. Now she'll get the half in. Looking to get her over. Got to settle back in. Near fall points being counted with 33 seconds to go here in the first. Getting that half worked in again. Right back over. In a little tighter this time. And there's the Bracken Funeral Home pin.
Just like that.
And Jack, that might be the last action here tonight. I don't really see anybody else getting warmed up or coming out onto the mat.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
look
they're
that
acting
good.
like they got another match to go, but
Yeah.
I don't see anybody lining it up.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it, folks. The match is over. Did I miss shaking hands, or would they do that during the P2 Paving postgame report?
I didn't see it, but I guess I was looking at you for most of that, so I don't know.
Well, Jack, we're going to reset the scoreboard here and get ready for tomorrow. I guess we're going to be doing some middle school action here as the middle school team taking on somebody. I don't know who they're taking on, but we'll be here to cover it. And I believe the girls' basketball team is in action against Cathedral Pret out at the Haggerty Event Center.
Yeah.
As the gym is going to get broke down here tonight. And we'll get back into action again next time tomorrow, I believe, with middle school wrestling action. So for Jack Hasbrook, I'm Dewey Hurt. Thanks for tuning us in one more time here tonight. It's been a busy day of wrestling. And we'll see you all next time that we get together on the broadcast. So we're going to say God bless and good night.